Hello, this is Mr. Anderson, bringing you another video on this time how to do annotations, what my expectations are with the annotations, and how to fill an OSGO, an Objective Summary Graphic Organizer. So the first step to doing an OSGO, which looks like this, is annotating the text. And a lot of you guys overlook annotating the text, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to annotate the text. No, you need to annotate the text first before you can move on to the OSGO. So with that being said, let me see if I can go back here and fix this. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and annotate the text. Now, my expectations is that I'm going to do the cold read from the first paragraph to the last paragraph. And then you guys on your own are going to go back through the text and reread every 3 paragraphs and decipher yourself what 1 to 2 sentences are the most important sentences out of the 3 paragraphs that you've reread. So for the sake of time, I'm going to highlight these 2 sentences right here because these talk about Rebecca Falcon and how the friend that she was with had killed the taxi driver. And I'm going to highlight that with my little trackpad, and I already did that. And there's a plus sign. I don't know if you missed it, but I'm going to do that again. There's a plus sign right here. You click on that plus sign, and then voila, you have this. So, and you're basically going to write, this quote is important because, and the misconception that a lot of students have is that they think, oh, this is an opportunity for me to just summarize over here what this is saying. Not necessarily. You're basically trying to say, how is this quote important to the topic of thousands of American kids, American teenagers being incarcerated for life, and so that's what you were doing. You're not summarizing. You're basically giving me a little bit of an analysis. Why is the quote important to the topic? Okay, and that's what you need to write over here. This quote is important because, and then tell me why this quote is important. I have your 3 paragraphs. So you're going to comment like so, and there you go. Okay, then you're going to move on to the next 3 paragraphs. So this is paragraph 1 right here, paragraph 2 right here, paragraph 3 right here. And so I'm going to move on to this sentence right here. Again, make it only 1 to 2 sentences that you highlight. Don't do 3 because that's too much. And over here again, you're giving me 1 to 2 sentences as to why or how this quote is important. Okay, so this quote is important to the topic of blah because blah. Okay, comment, and you rinse and repeat every 3 paragraphs. Now this particular article has 16 paragraphs. So if I say every 3 paragraphs, you have to take that number 16 and divide it by 3. So 16 divided by 3 is roughly around 5 annotations. So there should be 5 annotations in total. So moving on to our OSGO. Once you've done all this, move on to your OSGO. And so my expectation for your topic sentence, first and foremost, is that you have your tag, your title, author, and genre. So what is our title of the article? Locked Away Forever. Who is the author? Adam Liptak. And what is the genre of text that we are reading? Informational text. So in the informational text, Locked Away Forever by Adam Liptak is about, and then you tell me what it's about in 1 single sentence. Don't go too into detail about what it's about. It's not necessary. Then you're going to skip over the detail sentence. We'll come back to that later. Before your quote, you're going to start off with the text reads or something like that. Liptak states or what have you. And your quote, you're just like, well, Mr. Anderson, where do I find my quote? Well, your quote is what you highlighted. And so you're just going to hit, on your keyboard, it's going to be CTRL-C. And then you're going to go back to your other document, to your OSGO, and you're going to hit CTRL-V. Why is it not doing it? Should have done it. I don't know why it's not doing it. Come on, baby. Okay, so apparently I need to do this the old school way, which is highlighting, copy, and paste. Okay. So apparently it didn't want to CTRL C and V for me. So I'm moving on. So with that being said, make sure you cap it off with quotes. Now, if you notice, there's a period after shooting. I took that period off, capped it off with the quotes, open up parenthesis, and you want to put the author's last name, because you're not on a first name basis with the author, and then what paragraph you got it from. 2. Close parenthesis, period. And then you basically copy your annotations that you wrote right next to that quote, right here, highlight it, copy, and paste right here. And that's why I say annotations are very important. So first, the detail, you want to go back and you want to fill in the detail sentence. A lot of students struggle with this, and I tell you to do this last. And the reason why is because it's easier to do the quote and the why how than it is to do the detail. Because detail you need to create on your own. So the detail that I'm going to basically reread the quote and the why how, and based off of what the quote and the why how is about, I'm going to write my detail. Now the detail introduces the quote and the why how. All right. So first Rebecca Falcon recalls what had happened the night the crime took place. Something along those lines. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but something along those lines, okay? And then you go on to move on to detail number 2, quote, why, how, okay? Now your second quote, you skip over detail again, go over to your second quote, and then you're going to choose a different quote from the text. You're not going to choose the same quote. So say I wanted this quote, okay? You're going to copy and paste. If I can copy and paste. Yeah, you're going to copy and paste your second quote right there. Again, take away that period after decade. And what paragraph was that? It's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. So paragraph 5. Okay? And then you're going to copy and paste the annotations over here on the side, okay, into your why how box. And then you're going to go back to your detail and write basically what is being stated in the quote and the why how, and give it to me in just one short sentence. Okay, kind of like what I did right here. All right, I hope this video was somewhat helpful in writing an OSGO. I will check you guys next time. Take care.